See part 1 through 3, man, y'all should get up here and get in the comment section. That's what you should do. 'Cause I don't even know where they at, y'all. Y'all ain't see part 1 through 3. What's goody Insta? What's goody Facebook? What's goody caffeine? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Talk about my dance story, y'all. You know what I mean? Last week we got a lot of good questions last week for all this. My Lady Storm over here, she always hiding, y'all.
I'm not hiding.
What's goody? What's good? Adisa? Good, bro. Yeah, man. So this week, y'all, if you wasn't here last week, this week we're gonna talk about how VT came to be. We're gonna talk about Battlefest 3 and how was the Storm family formulated. So this week we're gonna talk about how it's all starting to come together. So this week we're gonna talk about how it's all starting to come together, y'all. At this point in the story, so it's around about Battlefest 3 time. So that's where we are. Smooth, what's good? We gonna talk about VT today. We're gonna talk about how VT was formed and how VT got together. So if you see this live anywhere, share it. Share it. Let people get on and ask their questions. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a lot of questions answered, and you know, might do some dance demos or whatever. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna get the truth out there. You know what I mean? So we start off like this. I gotta. Oh, what's goody? What's goody, bro? My bro Scorp up here. Shout out to Scorp, the dance NC. My man doing his thing over there, repping the Bay. But yeah, so we around Battlefest 3. What's good? What's good, Smooth? So we around Battlefest 3. I'm gonna give y'all a recap of the first 3 weeks. So the first week I talked about my YouTube video, the first YouTube video that I did about 15 years ago. About what is it, 16? Almost 16 years ago, right? With Twitch, yeah. So that I know I've been saying I've been dancing for about 15 years or 12 years for about like almost 10 years. So now we know for sure that it was like 20 years now, y'all. So that's crazy. Oh my gosh. But week 1 we talked about that and how I made up the that lean back move, called it the dead man or the Bernie from that old movie where that dead man was walking. He wasn't really dead, but you know, you get it. Go look it up, Bernie, right? And then I talked about, you know, how I used to dance then and what I was doing in my life, you know, which dances I was with, which dances was around that time. And then the second week, I talked about being at the DJ Paco's crib and how he used to make the music for the dances around that time, you know, and what kind of dances used to come over there and stuff like that, DJ Paco. And then the third week, which was last week, we spoke about my first entry into Battlefest, and that was Battlefest 2 and how I went into battle.
I think the second one was about your back wave too, because they had asked about.
Yep, they asked about back wave, and I did the back wave, the street sweeper demonstration, you know, and I remember Da Vinci asked me.
Where's the Iris? I know she's close by.
Yeah.
Stop screen watching.
She right here by me. What's goody, Static? What's goody? Yeah, man, I'm talking about my dance story, man. I didn't go live on Facebook any of the 3 weeks, so you know, I'm just giving a recap right now. It's gonna be on our YouTube, the Storm Family. So is recorded on the Storm Family YouTube. Matter of fact, it's live on the Storm Family YouTube. So you're gonna be able to see it later today. But I advise you to stay on, share this live,
Hey, Smooth.
and ask all your questions from that time. But I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed, right? So last week we showed what was that? We showed Battlefest 2 last week, right? Yeah, we showed Battle Fest 2
Yeah,
last
your
week.
first-
That was
your
my
first
first entry
battle.
into Battle Fest and what was going on at the time, where my mom was, where Iris was. You know, my dance story consists of how we formulated VT and how then we became the Storm family, how we got together, where me and Iris met at, and things like that. So we're gonna bring you through my life through dance, through that lens and that scope, right? And we're gonna bring you up to current and how we the Storm family, what we've been doing up to date. So so I spoke about Battlefest 2 last week, and then it was brought up. They was asking Iris questions about her dance, right? And it was brought up how how battle was punking. So that she was supposed to show that today, and give a clip of that today.
I don't
and
want
talk
to.
about that. It says Little Uzi, Little Lilu Zay. All right, I see you. But so last week, that's what we did. We talked about how I wanted to battle Kwame. Now we best friends now. But then I was mad that they didn't let me battle Kwame, because it was just like I was supposed to be cool with Bugs that was UFB, and how everybody gets mad at the host Reem. I forgot, did we save that one from last week? No, right?
What?
The video from last week. No, right? We ain't recorded nowhere, right? It's on Instagram. So y'all can check that out. But this week, we're gonna talk about Battlefest 3, where I was, and we're gonna talk about VT, Visible Threat. That was the name of the team, with Show Off, Smooth, Vibes, Hitmaker Chinks. Back then it was Conductor Chinks. When he was born, B Conductor Chinks. It was Sticks. It was Nux. It was Lil Wave. It was Wave. Who else? It was Raytel, Telly. We called him Hawk.
Yeah, Dre.
Dre. Who else was there?
Smooth, let us know if we missed anyone.
Steps, Rude Boy. Keith Hollywood, aka Hollywood, rest in peace. Yeah, man, we who else was there? And of course, Relic, Young Relic, and Lady Star. So, we're gonna talk about how we got that team together. But when we talk about how we got teams together, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna tune back in. Yeah, man. Make sure you share the live and stuff like that. So people come in here asking questions about the team. They can ask questions about VT, ask questions about my entry into Battlefest, any of the recap from last week. When it goes on YouTube after the show, then I expect people to ask questions there too. But let's talk about Battlefest 3, right?
Okay.
So Battlefest 3, I definitely want to roll a clip first. I definitely want to roll a clip first to show, where I was and what happened in Battlefest 3. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it first while she getting the video ready. So Battlefest 3, right? Battlefest 3, Relic, the youngest Battlefest winner ever, right? He was the youngest. Like when Battlefest started, it was nobody younger than Relic. So he was the first one. He was the first one his age. Relic was 8. Relic was 8, and he battled Pavement that day. So I came to support, not just I came to support, but Shaw was there. VT was in the building, basically. VT was in the building. And VT was already formulated between Battlefest 2 and Battlefest 3.
Yeah, because most of them.
You don't want to come to the camera? Come here, man.
So most of them were my students first when I met my husband, Storm. I was a choreographer, and I was teaching dance in the Bronx. So for many of you guys that don't know, and hopefully Show Wolf will come up here and next will come up here, but they were my students first. I was teaching hip hop, salsa, merengue in the Bronx, and they were my students. And Storm would come and chill with me at my job, and he would teach them flex.
I was trying to bag shorty, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that was the situation.
Word.
Or whatever. So yeah, so that's how they got together or whatever. But
what
Yeah.
You talking about how VT got there?
Yeah. How Shove was my student first,
And that's why Shoaib is called the CEO of Visible Threat and stuff like that. You know, I agree with that. Shoaib was one of the first ones. Smooth could have took that position, but Smooth was working hard, just like he worked hard right now. Like Smooth was in the field, in the trenches. You know what I mean? They call him Rambo right now, right?
Yeah. It's so funny. His name is Rambo, but he still calls himself Smooth.
So yeah, man. It's funny. The story goes, Smooth was in my first team before VT. So Smooth go back even further. You know, the first team was called what was it called? Like, what was it called?
I don't remember.
I forgot what it was called, y'all. But Smooth was in that team. Smooth was in that team. So Smooth got that. He was around for a long time. Matter of fact, Smooth wasn't he there when we got married?
Yeah, he was our witness.
So Smooth was there when we got married, y'all. That was 14 years ago. 14 years ago. So yeah, man, Smooth been around for a long time. He got that training. He was there for a long time, y'all. Shout out to Smooth. And shout out to VT, everybody in VT. I named them all. If you ain't get it, you gotta play it back or whatever, whenever we done. But you know, we got Battlefest 3 up here, and I want to promote BattlefestLeague.com is where you can see all the Battlefest battles from the first battle, Battlefest until current. So shout out to Battlefest League, shout out to Reem.
I was currently in the hospital with our first child together, Janai.
What's good, fam?
When he actually went to this event. So I wasn't at this event because I was in the hospital. I just given birth to my second child at the time. So this is how long it was.
Yeah, Janai, Lil Storm. Lil Storm was, Iris was in the hospital with Lil Storm.
So this was 14 years ago because he's 14 now.
So we gonna show it to, I know everybody ain't gonna be able to see this video. You know what I'm saying?
We tried to get it, you know, so to be able to put it on.
This is gonna be straight from the website. It's exclusive. I like that. It's like that. So you guys could go and support BattlefestLeague.com. You know, Battlefest League done a lot for us dancers. You know, and you know, they deserve everything that they get as far as success. You know, they work hard. The Battlefest is us, man. Battlefest is us. Shout out to Reem, but Battlefest is us as well. You know
You ready?
All right, so we're gonna show it to our YouTubers, and we're gonna see if Instagram can see it too. What you showing? What you showing me?
Yeah.
All right, press pause real quick. Wait, press pause. So this at
That's
this
the narrative.
yeah. So like we said, Lil Storm was in the hospital. Iris in the hospital with Lil Storm. What's
He probably
goody?
was there too. He's always been in all his stuff.
What's goody? Iris was in the hospital with Lil Storm, right? Lil Storm was being born, and
No, he was born.
he was born,
Yeah.
and she was recovering, right?
Yeah.
So
So this had to be July 10th.
while I battled Battlefest 3, right? I came there to support Relic. Relic had a battle, right? Relic had a battle with Pavement that day. This video we should have showed. That's my little brother, Relic. That's my real blood brother, Relic. So I came to support him. VT came with me, and we was like, so Soup came up. He called everybody out basically, and I don't let nobody come in and call everybody out while I'm in the room. You know what I mean?
I'm done.
And don't say nothing, because it make it look like we all scared to battle Soup. You know what I mean? So if I wasn't there, then okay. But if I'm there and I gave everybody a chance to say something, they was like, "Yo, who want to battle Soup? Who want to battle me?" Right? And then nobody said nothing. I'm waiting. I'm like, "Yo, somebody else say something." Like, what? And then I'm like, "Yo, me? I want to battle Soup." Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like somebody coming in the room saying, "Who want to fight?" Right? Like, "Yo, who want to fight?" And that means like that person punking everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he felt some type of way.
Right. So that's where the fuse started with me and Soup though.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
this is your second time dancing, right?
At Battlefest.
At Battlefest. Okay.
Yeah. Because my first time was Battlefest 2. What's good, Key?
Kiki.
Word. But So yeah, so this is Battle Fest 3. Who you get? Who you getting? Who you about to show?
You first. You went
Okay.
first.
I-
So they flipped the coin and Storm went first.
Okay. So this is what happened. Battle Fest 3. That's the narrative from you know why I stepped in the ring with Soup. But go ahead.
It's right here. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, she gonna play a clip. Y'all ain't gonna make sure y'all subscribe to battlefestleague.com to see all the videos from Battlefest, the first Battlefest all the way up to current. Alright? What's goody?
I hate that I be having it and then it goes back.
Look at the time.
Alright.
Yeah, it's right here.
I don't know who this shows.
Show them.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody was doing that lean back. I was showcasing that body movement even since then. So that nah, because they watch the whole battle. I want them to go.
Yeah, y'all gotta go and
I want
show
them to
love
go
to
and see it.
Battlefest League. to
So
see
in
the
that
whole
battle, I just wanted to show a little clip.
thing. Okay.
But in that battle was, yeah. Let me turn this back. In that battle, right?
Oh, you never saw that battle? Yeah.
Yeah, battlefestleague.com, y'all. Battlefestleague.com. And then, so in that battle, right? When I battled Soup that day, I did something that you know a lot of people was miming. Roy was one of the top mimers, but everybody was miming hitting certain animations at that time, right? But I was the only one who mimed the way I did, like crawl down the wall, put my foot on the wall or the invisible wall or whatever.
Oh, but you didn't do it yet, right?
Yeah, I didn't do it. You get to it while I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that I innovated. You know what I mean? The mind and stuff like that. So that's what this dance show is about. Is about the innovation of it, right? Mm-hmm. So anybody who come up here, you can ask any question about the history of my dance story, and from my point of view. And I feel like this is gonna help, you know, narrow out who's telling the truth about about what. I think that's important, you know, because a lot of people getting the stories twisted and mixed up, and I want the new generation to know. So anyway, so I did I didn't only crawl down the wall with the mind, but I did a backflip. I made an invisible pole, whatever.
It's right here.
Mine did.
Want to see it?
Go ahead, yeah.
How can he saying it?
Show it to me.
Yeah.
And this is Battlefest 3, y'all. Crawled on the wall, looking super animated. And look, that's a move that a lot of people do. That the monkey bars, the invisible monkey bars. I was the first one to do that. Nobody did that like that. And somebody did it, they didn't do it like that. I put the monkey bars behind me, did a backflip over it, boom. Nobody. Did anybody do a backflip in a ring before
At that
this?
time, no.
So I started off in Battlefest. You can pause it. I started off in Battlefest wanting to be the first to do a lot of things. I brought my team to be the first to do a lot of things, right? And we was getting awards for that, like 360 award, most improved, team of the year, and stuff like that. VT had team of the year.
I think the wash drink should be here too.
He said, my bro Breezy said I was too advanced. Thanks so much, bro. You've been by my side the whole time. But yeah, man. So I thought, you know, I think I came in always as a teacher because when I met my wife, I was looking for a girl dancer to be able to train because it wasn't a lot of girl dancers. It wasn't a lot, even though it was some, it wasn't a whole lot. you know what I mean, since Flex in Brooklyn. Like on Flex in Brooklyn, it was a lot. But then when it came to the streets and it was no more Flex in Brooklyn, then, you know, I feel like it was less women battling or dancing or whatever. So, you know, it was like a rare find. So when I found her, I was really in teaching mode. You know what I mean? We fell in love. We got married. That's how you do it right, though. Bruce said, "Wow, that's crazy. I didn't fully appreciate it because I was so used to tutting in one place from most cats." Yeah, facts. Yeah, y'all can ask any questions at any time about any of that. Battlefest 3, Battlefest 2. I battled JoJo and stuff. But talking about innovating and formulating things that people don't do, like people like me, Jason, Nugget. You know, I don't want to put myself in the same category as certain people, but I'm just naming a few people that really started a lot of things, you know, that people do today. Yo, I said this on one of the other shows, one of the other days. I said, yo, it's people. I went to an event more recently, and I seen like 90% of the dancers doing my whole entire style with signatures and all. Like it's dancers that come off of YouTube, you know, and that watch these videos that don't know me personally, that did these dance styles and like, you know, they probably thought I was out of the game or whatever, but they was looking just like me. I thought I was looking at clones, y'all. Like it looked crazy, y'all. It looked crazy. So even a lot of dancers today, they do like the whole style, like my whole style. Like my style is so unique and tailored that is different than everybody else's style. So when you do that, you're doing a whole. I think it's flexing, and then I think it's storm style flexing. You know what I'm saying? Flexing. Look at flexing back in the days. Look at flexing back in the days, and then look at how it changed over time as VT had its impact into like Battlefest and into the flex world. Like me, VT, the squad. You know what I mean? So it changed a whole lot. So that day, Lil Storm was born. You know, we were already creating the Storm family. You know, not on purpose, but we was in love, y'all. So, so we were two dancers in love. So what are we gonna do? Make a dance family. You know what I mean? We ain't say, yo, we gonna get together, we gonna make a dance family. We ain't say that.
Definitely didn't happen.
Like,
no.
You know, we was just in love. We was dancing and you know, and loving. But anyway, so that's what happened at Battlefest 3.
I'm trying to find out.
What, the battle with you and Pumpkin, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So y'all can ask, who got questions on, you know, those time periods? Shout out to my man Breezy. Venom up here? Yeah. So yeah, y'all. What's goody, bro? Shalom. I see my people from back on the East Coast. Dancing. Facts. My bro Lamar.
I guess that's what you call it, right?
We were dancing. I was gonna say that I had it on my mind. Thanks for saying it for me. But so after Battlefest 3, right? And I don't think we got Battlefest Block Party, right? Is Battlefest Block Party up there?
I'm not sure. I can check.
Okay. So that day VT was there, and we talked about how VT was formulated, right? So like Iris said earlier, she said how she was Nux and Show Off's dance teacher first, and even Smooth was coming to her class. Yeah. You know, because we was teaching Smooth together. Mm-hmm. We was teaching Smooth together before you went back into your class, your dance classes.
No, but still. You
was still in the dance classes. How did Smooth get there though?
He came. You met him at the park. Not by Boys and Girls.
I forgot what street that was. It was on Fulton and
Atlantic
and Utica, right? That was Utica?
Something like that. Yeah.
It was on Utica. So
yeah, and
so Smooth I was dancing. Smooth saw me, and then we just linked up. We was cool ever since.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And so I was working. I guess he came with you to come pick me up.
Oh yeah.
And that's how he started. He was like, "Oh, I could dance like that too. I could do hip hop too."
Uh-huh.
And so that's how
he started coming on his own.
So I used
Facts.
to teach him choreography back then.
So we was fusing and blending our styles,
Mm-hmm.
and then I already had Smooth, and I was already me and Smooth was already building on a flexing style.
Mm-hmm.
We got whoever wanted to learn flexing that was in her dance class. We took them under the wing, which
Right.
was Show Off. Nux and all that. Word, Venom was good. Blessings to you, bro. Bree says that's a fact, bro, because no one was doing
You said that.
animations and movements like you. How come you didn't battle Professor on Battlefest?
Oh, you didn't read.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So
Y'all were supposed to, right?
how come I didn't battle Professor on Battlefest? We didn't really cross paths. Oh, let me tell you about Professor. Professor used to come to my house. Me and Pete was cool. Me and Pete was super cool, right? So like when you cool, you don't really try to battle anybody that you cool with. I remember me and Pete battled one time. We battled one time, and that was the day I was supposed to battle Sheik. But I didn't call that a battle because I didn't want to battle Pete that day. So I really brought him on stage to showcase. I was really like,
So y'all danced?
yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah, somebody got it, yo. It's
That
people,
one was
it's people in the flex world
battle.
who got, yeah. I don't think it was a lit battle because I didn't give my all in that battle.
No, it's like the whole. I don't mean that. I mean like
The
the
event,
anticipation.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole situation.
I was so
crazy.
like it really crushed me that Sheik didn't show up. You know what I'm saying, that day. So I wasn't gonna be in the mode or in the mindset to want to battle anybody else because that Battlefest 17 storm that y'all see, that video that's like probably the most viral solo video through Battlefest,
Sure.
It is matter of fact. It got like 40,000 views or whatever. I don't know, but I know it is the most viral, and that's another thing that we lead in. Having the solo videos. Lamar said, "It's flexing an East Coast movement or a combo from
Areas out together.
areas all together." So flexing originally born in Brooklyn, New York. That's where flexing come from, Brooklyn, New York. But the root of flexing, which is Brooklyn, right, has its roots in dance hall, reggae, which is like some of the strongest parts of flexing, and the Flexing Brooklyn show. You know what I mean? Based upon that whole talent show, how you have to formulate and structure that, and through that battle world and that battle life. Now, a lot of things were integrated into it. Like we were, a lot of people don't like to say this, but we was influenced by poppers, but we didn't do exactly what they did. We made new ways to do what they were doing. So we weren't called under them in that way. So I wanted to clarify that. But that was a great question. So about P, that's how I so-called
BK
battle
all day. You already know.
Word up. Word up. So yeah.
That's Boo Boo Mom, right?
So where we at?
So
So it was Smooth now. It was Relic, because I always had Relic with me. He was 8 years old, y'all. Youngest Battlefest winner ever. So look at that video with Relic and Pavement. Relic versus Pavement, Battlefest 3. And then it was me, Iris, Smooth, Relic, and Nux, right? And then we...
I didn't say show off.
Show off too. I thought I said show off because I usually say show off and Nuts together. They brothers. So anyway, and this is way back then. So we would go to Battlefest and recruit dancers, who want to be on the team. So we would make a lot of noise in the streets, battling everybody. You know what I mean? Making our name big, putting out videos and stuff like that. Show Off did the videos, the edit. Shout out to Show Off, man. I hope he sees this. I'm gonna tag him in the video when we done. But yeah, so we would battle everybody, get our name up in the streets, get our buzz up.
I think at this point, y'all was at Battlefest, what? Because I don't forget how it goes. It's 3, and then...
It was Battlefest Block Party. I was gonna get to Battlefest Block
okay.
Party if you don't see it on the website.
I didn't.
All right, so let me tell you about Battlefest Block Party. So Battlefest Block Party is where I seen Jason. Jason's like, that's like me and Jay, like inseparable, y'all. Like we like twin brothers. You know what I mean? We the ones who train the flex dancers behind the scene, big time. You know what I mean? Reg and all of them do it too, but I'm talking about that next generation. You know what I'm saying? Reg and Nugget and them, Corey. They were the beginning. Reem, they were the beginning, right? We was the next generation after them. So yeah. So talking about Battlefest Block Party. So after Battlefest 3 was Battlefest Block Party. And then that's how I got into King of the Streets. Cause they said I lost against Soup. And this is like, I'm fresh in dancing. I'm fresh in the flex world at this time. Well, y'all can ask any questions. Say, yo, you dead, had an elite team, show off vibes, Jason, you. I didn't have Jason at that time. Remember, I met Jason at Battlefest Block Party. Battlefest Block Party between Battlefest 3 and King of the Streets. But if you look at Battlefest 3 and King of the Streets, you'll see the growth, my growth and improvement from Battlefest 3 to King of the Streets. Matter of fact, it's so many videos that we can go through. Like I can show the videos and clips from it. You see King of the Streets there? You could get King of the Streets ready. But I'm gonna show y'all the difference between me and Battlefest 2 and 3 and King of the Streets. It was a big change. But I'm gonna talk about Battlefest Block Party. I came to Battlefest Block Party, y'all. Listen to this, y'all. I came to Battlefest Block Party with Lil Storm on my chest in the carrier. Lil Storm was already there. You know what I mean? So this will give you a history behind him and how he came to be a dancer. I didn't say, yo, Lil Storm, do this, or Kai Storm, do this, connect like this, move like this. It was like I always had them around that environment of dancers, and then me and her would dance, and we would battle and lab all the time. So they just picked up the style from that. So Battlefest Block Party, I saw Jason and all of them there, and I don't remember how it was set up, but I battled Wayne there, and this is where the rivalry came with me and Wayne. So I battled Wayne there, and then the rivalry with me and Soup came because I battled Soup at Battlefest 3. So I was coming in fresh in the game, making enemies, y'all.
People not liking it.
Yeah, I was coming in making enemies, and it's like whole team.
But I feel like the reason why they didn't like you is because you didn't come up with nobody.
Mm-hmm. They're like, yo, where this guy came from?
Yeah, he didn't come up with anybody. He was like by himself. Like with this one dancer out here, don't you know we will mob him? Like it was crazy.
Yeah. So that's what happened on Battlefest Block Party. We were still gathering the team together, but between Battlefest,
you was first, right?
Was I first?
I think so.
Yeah, I was the first battle of the night, right?
I think so.
I battled Liquid at Battlefest King of the Streets 1. The first King of the Streets, I battled Liquid, the first round. And this is when Liquid came back with that whole poppin' style, brought it like everything was allowed at this time, and flexing and flexing Brooklyn, it was different though. It was different. It was style versus style. You know what I mean? A lot of things was changing from how we came up and flexing. But anyway, I'm talking about now what happened in Battlefest Block Party. So I had beat Wayne Battlefest Block Party. That's how I got into King of the Streets 1. And between that time, I met Jason and them, Reg and them. I met Reg long time before Battlefest 2. But I linked back up with them, and I went to Reg's house, and this is where Reg showed me the Street Sweeper. This is where I started to get, buzz with the Street Sweeper or back wave, or a lot of people call it the Rage. They call it the Rage, but it's really called the Street Sweeper, right? That's Reg's move. He said, I'm gonna speak on your behalf, but you near battled the whole collateral. You held your own. Facts.
I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what it was. I feel like it was the whole collateral against him.
Yeah.
So it was like, even if he battled one person, it was like as if he was battling all of them because he was by himself.
Because they would team
was
up.
Annoying.
It was crazy, yo.
Yeah, it was annoying.
It was crazy, but they made me better. All those battles made me better. All those battles gave me knowledge and made me more, more keen on what was going on in the flex world, So what was we? When I met with Reg. So I met with Reg Reg was like, yo, you move crazy, like your movement is ill. You think you could do this? You know what I mean? Shout out to Reg, y'all. Shout out to Reg. That's my bro too. Like we like this too. But you know, he took me under the wing and showed me and gave me pointers on some things, even though I wasn't part of the team. You know, so I was kind of part of the team. Yo, let me tell you who I was, y'all. If you looked at the flyers in the old Battle Fest, I was the guy who recorded all the teams. You know what I mean? And made them tapes, made them flex tapes. You know, I would record New Era. I record any dancer coming up or up and coming dancers. So I had a fresh look at all the fresh talent, the new ones that was coming in. So that was me behind the scenes and doing that. Matter of fact, I even taped, you know, Battle Fest 7. You know what I mean? So, but that's going ahead of the story. Y'all can ask any questions right now. Who's that?
Liquid.
He's talking about me? He's talking about me? Why, it was rumors going around that I was going to battle him with his own style? So she pulled up.
No, I don't think it's that one.
King of the Streets. Yeah. That's a battle with me and Liquid. See, Storm. He talking about me. Yo, put it up. So this is where Red showed me the street.
He only had 3 kids at the time.
I was ready this time. We came at King of the Streets making a movie. So go to battlefestleague.com to see this full battle. You see it small right now. I was the first one to pop off this Evanescence. Yo, it was me, Storyboy, and Dollars on that.
Oh yeah, that Evanescence, right?
Mm-hmm. Watch the Street Sweeper, y'all. Ooh. That joint was beastie.
You definitely answered way different.
Way different, way more aggressive, with way more intention. I was the first one to hit that bridge walk like that. And my float move was already on a million. Oh, the crumble.
No, you are.
Everybody was hyped. The building was going crazy.
Yeah, because that was the first time you danced so aggressively like that. Because before you was just like really into your technique, I would say, into your mind, like your science and stuff. But this time you was like, no, I'm gonna put a show, including my science with it.
Yeah.
So you can see that elevation.
So if you look at me from Battlefest 2 until like King of the Streets, good luck, cuz. The growth was amazing, man. The growth was amazing. Ma, did you want to talk about anything throughout those times and what you was experiencing from your point of view? Like what you were seeing from Battlefest 3 all the way to King of the Streets? Because, you know, Lil Storm was born around that time. And
well, I was upset I wasn't able to be there. But not really, because I didn't think you was going to battle. Because I really didn't, well, you did call out. It was a call.
Oh, my uncle was there.
For King of the Streets.
My long lost uncle.
Yeah, my mom was there too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yo, that's why everybody was catching wind of Battlefest, man.
And that's when he was doing it at Band, downtown Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. See, you like she got keys to the story, y'all. Scorp, what up? yo, man, Scorp, like we watched the video the other day when your name was Lucifer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's that? Battlefest 3, right?
Oh my gosh. Was it Battlefest 3?
Yeah.
Yep. He battled Blackout. What?
I think so. I don't remember.
Oh my God, yeah. We just going through the history, bringing everybody up to current. You know what I mean? We making sure that people go to battlefestleague.com and subscribe to that. You know what I mean? Is a good subscription. You get to look at all the Battlefest from the first one even up to current.
Yeah.
And I think they got dance classes up there too.
Yeah.
So
they got
yeah,
some of the dance classes up there too. So yeah.
But yeah, talk about talk about how what you was going through. So from Battlefest 3 all the way to King of the Streets, like what you was experiencing.
So behind the scenes, you know, you and I had just gotten married actually around
What's up,
that time.
family? What's up?
Because we weren't married at Battlefest 2.
We wasn't.
No?
No, we wasn't, because we got married as soon as you was getting ready to give birth to a little song.
Battlefest 3, we just got married.
Yeah, a lot was
Matter of
happening
fact,
at that time.
look, we got married July 6th, and Battlefest was July 10th.
Oh, damn. So
we had just got married.
Our life was in the midst of Battlefest, like just us being together, like.
So I feel that's why I can remember certain key dates and stuff like that. Even to know the date that Battlefest 3 was on, because Janai was born the day before. So anyway, for me it was a lot. It was a lot because I feel like even till now, it's still a level of respect. But I feel like you gain your respect through your humility, because you're a really great dancer.
Oh man.
And a lot of the battles were politics. You know what I mean? You know, the crew that you with, the fact that you didn't have a crew, and the
So
VT.
hard.
Yeah, the reason why VT was even important to mention, because it was a lot of the people that people didn't want to dance. They didn't want them to dance in their crew.
Right.
So you took a lot of those people that people really didn't have any recognition, notice or whatever. They were new, and you took a chance on them.
Somebody said the Flex Rejects.
I'm not gonna say that.
I ain't gonna say who said it, but somebody said the Flex Rejects. They was mad. This is what the teams were saying. They would talk hard. They would be talking hard, man.
So yeah, he went through all of that. So it was difficult for me because.
And now they the greatest.
Yeah,
They
I'm
named
proud
them
of
on the
them.
greatest. Everybody from VT is named them on
I'm
the greatest.
so proud of them. I'm proud of all
them.
of them. Oh, this is gonna be charged. Oh, definitely.
Which one got the most juice?
This one probably do because it's what's the name?
Yeah, we trying to get this right,
Switching
y'all.
things around.
Bear with us.
What's that hot song called?
Bear with me.
Bear
But yeah, asking y'all questions right now, y'all. Is y'all questions, comments, concerns about any of those songs while she telling the story?
Yeah.
But go back.
So yeah, it was difficult for me because like I see you, like he was grinding so hard at the time. We was in the shelter too.
Oh yeah, we was going through a lot,
we was going through a whole lot. So
all of it at the same time. And a lot of people don't know behind the scenes of what these dancers go through and what they sacrifice to dance and to battle.
Right, so it was a lot. It was a lot because I feel like you gave your all. Like you gave your mental, your emotion, like you was emotionally attached to it, your heart. You gave a lot at that time to the
battle
VT
world, the dance
and
world.
the dance world period, and Battlefest, like the organization, you know.
But I got even more back because God saw my works. And that's why he blessed me with a family, the Storm family. Because, you know, even if people didn't appreciate it, and I didn't even want to go here, y'all. I didn't want to try to give y'all
You
no
asked
inspiration.
me, you know,
Yeah.
you asked me, I'm gonna take it there because it's real. Like, we was in the shelter, y'all. 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, in the shelter. Janai was, like, as I mentioned, Battlefest 3, Janai was just born. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. And it was a lot because you were a dad. We were newly married. You were working and trying to invest in that too.
Yo,
like your dreams.
it was crazy because around King of the Streets, like I don't know what happened, but I don't know if it was some kind of
like allergic reaction to the sun or something.
It was an allergic reaction to the sun. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
And I had it all over my body that day at King of the Street. So I was going through mad stuff every time I battled, yo. Like my whole body was in pain. Like it was crazy.
Every time. It's times you passed out for lack of eating because you just didn't feel like it. Like it was.
Yeah.
You've been through
we
a
made
lot.
mad sacrifices for for dances and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did.
But what about Battlefield Block Party? Where was you, and how did you feel about me carrying Janai?
We were
Was you
still
with
in the
me?
shelter. Yeah, I was there.
You was at Battlefield
We
Block
took
Party?
a picture that same day.
Yeah, we did. We took professional
We
pictures.
took professional pictures that day. I remember we had on and everything. You had the
So tell me about that.
the white
'cause I don't know
shirt
what
with the
it
shorts,
looked like.
and you hated it. I made him wear
She
shorts
made me wear
for the
shorts.
first
I
time.
never wore shorts in my life.
He was
And
tight.
she made me wear shorts.
He
that
was
day.
livid. Like he
And
was
I
like,
still was doing floor moves.
yeah, you was.
I was.
He was. But yeah, he wore shorts, and we took pictures. That's when you know, Little Storm was still a baby. Like, he was a
Amen.
newborn.
Amen.
But
Yes, he will.
amen.
So look at you now. Won't he do it? Facts.
So yeah, but at that time, I would say I grew a little bit tougher skin because I was understanding, you know, that realm of battling because I battled too, but it wasn't as rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
People wasn't that mean.
nah, they weren't.
Yeah,
they were
because
mean, but
you
not
gotta
that
think
mean.
about, like, we was street dance, so it was a lot of gang stuff, and it was a lot of stuff like that. So you know, it was harsh, y'all.
So the block party, how I felt. I mean, I always was, you know, for you. I was really trying to, I loved your style of dancing, but Flex at that time,
It was totally
it
different.
was different. It wasn't the way you danced.
Right.
That's why when he mentioned earlier how he went to an event out here, and most of them was dancing like him. And believe it or not, Flex, that wasn't Flex back
Yo,
then.
I meet a lot of people. They be like, "Yo, Storm, I've been watching you since I was little." That joint get on
You
my
making him
nerves.
feel like a grandpa.
That get on my nerves, but I get it though.
But yeah,
It's an honor though.
so yeah, the flex world was different. It was totally different. So I was still trying to kind of understand the concept of
Nobody was really doing hardcore movement, looking
body
like,
movement like that.
you know, liquid metal and stuff like that. Like nobody was really moving like that. That was something that I was building and creating. Like, you know what I mean? People might say somebody did those movies before me, but I haven't seen them. You know what I mean? So,
Right. But yeah, so Block Party.
do you remember what happened? Like how I got to Battle Wayne at Battlefield Block Party?
I feel like because at that time I think even Wayne was, even though he was collateral, he was messing with BSV too. Like
Right.
they were all together.
Right.
So I remember it was that crew. Then I seen Jason with Lex, Lex and the Buddha. Right, they were together, and then it was just you because you didn't come with nobody. It was just you and us. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I remember
was it a
it was
call
a,
out or was it? How did it go?
I
Do
think
you
it was
remember?
like Reem was on the mic. I remember it. I remember the circle that we had to make.
Taking her back.
Yeah, I remember the circle that we had to make, and y'all was battling. I don't remember if he called you out. I think he did.
I think he did.
He did call you out, and
I
you
think
was
he
like,
did.
"Bet." I'm like, "You about to battle?" Because I didn't know
Yeah.
that's what I came for. Like, I thought I was just gonna watch battles, but now. The reason why I said that because I get antsy when he battles.
It's like
I
a
get
fight,
so-
y'all.
It is.
It's like a
And
fight.
I get so antsy when he battles, so it's like, oh gosh, I thought I was gonna be all right, you know, but no. So I remember them making a circle, and y'all was battling, and I think because of that, you were able to do King of the Streets. You
Yeah,
won.
they said I won at the Black Football Party. Wayne was different, y'all. Like he I think he could do more moves, but he was more into his hat tricks and his connecting.
At that time.
You know, so movement always beats hat tricks and connecting. Not saying that I was a better dancer than him at that time. You know what I mean? I feel like he was more experienced. Like maybe he was
He
dancing
definitely
longer.
was. He definitely
but
was more
I
experienced.
just was more visually appealing. You know what I'm saying?
You was different. Like I said, Flex wasn't like that. The way you danced, it wasn't like that at that time. This was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Flex was totally different.
Yeah. definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
We had some that move like that, but we talk about the light. Just like Michael Jackson didn't create the moonwalk, but
Yeah.
he's the one who was you know, out in the public doing it. You know what I mean? He was more viral doing the moonwalk. So just like, you know, my style might have been people moving like that, but I was the one that was more known for moving like that because I was seen the most. All right, so I ain't gonna try to take all the credit and say, like most people say, I made this, I created this, I'm the man of this. Nah, I was the man to the Flex world. and the ones coming up underneath me or behind me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But so talk about King of the Streets now, or did you know anything about me meeting up with Reg and stuff like that in between?
Yeah, I remember because like when you were off, you would go. I mean, we were living in East New York at the time, so they were close. So you used to go and chill with them and stuff. So I remember the times you used to go and stuff like that, and I'll be home.
I remember how hard she was on me, like all my dance moves. Like she really made Storm. Like the way I move and stuff like that. Like she would tell me what was whack, and she would be mad harsh, y'all. She'd be like, "Yo, that's trash. I don't know why you do that." Like,
nah, you going ham. I wasn't like that. He would ask me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like that. I think you should stick to this. This is your niche. This is who you are. You should stay and evolve in that area." I didn't say you was trash.
Yo,
like, you going
that's
ham
what it
right
felt
now.
like. Look,
No.
y'all need people in y'all corner that's gonna tell y'all the truth.
definitely wanted to tell you the truth, but I didn't say you was trash.
Yeah.
No,
It's
you
like,
going ham.
yo, that's,
I feel like he's annoying because if I say something small, he exaggerates.
it worked.
What I'm saying. He exaggerates.
It worked.
What I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say. But I do remember you practicing for King of the Streets, the first one. I do remember you picking music and you asking me. And it's so funny because I remember Malachi was 2 years old and you would play Evanescence.
Yeah, I practiced. I rehearsed my moves so much
that Malachi at that age was
doing
mimicking your stuff.
So this how the kids. That's how the kids really learned it. Like I didn't exclude them in anything. Like whatever I practiced, they were learning too.
So that was fun. But I was really excited to see you transform because you had more confidence. You King of the Streets. I feel like you were in battle.
This
mode.
King of the Streets 1 too.
Yeah, King of the Streets 1. I feel like you was more in battle mode because the Battle Fest 2, you was just really showcasing your stuff.
Who I am, presenting myself.
Showing your stuff, and which was different. You was dancing different. And then Battle Fest 3, you really wasn't trying to battle, but you like, I ain't gonna let nobody say who and nobody like who is this dude that I'm.
So in a sense, I was showcasing again, but just the level that I came to, like I was more open with my style and how I did things, because when you first come, it's like when you first come to school, you know what I'm saying? You don't just be like, yeah, I'm the man, boom, right? You fill out the environment, you see what everybody doing, you know what I mean? And sometimes that can intimidate you. You like, oh, I'm way different than them, so I don't want to really dance here. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of seeing that energy on me, like, dang, are they gonna accept me? You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't with any of the teams, even though I knew a lot of them. So I came up by myself. So I want to say, I always want to give a message, but I want to say, stay unique and be true to you and your character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's super important.
I wanted to ask you, how did it feel in that beginning? Like, because even though, even up to King of the Streets, you really didn't have a crew. Still, you didn't really have a crew until really Battlefest 6, to be honest. After Battlefest 6, so
I had a crew, but they weren't ready to come out like that,
or even be aggressive and to like stand for you, because it's a difference.
Them.
It's a difference to have a crew and be like we mod, you know what I'm saying, and we battle. But with Flex, that community, you your own little community too that was aggressive.
I remember something.
So how did it feel like not to have anybody, but to know that you was good?
I always ran the streets like that. So for a lot of us dancers, dancing kept us off the streets. It kept us from doing crazy things in the streets. So us practicing for long amount of time, it kept. However long it took us to practice our moves and prepare for battles or the next event or the next big thing, that's how long we stayed off the streets. Even though we might have went back to the streets right after that, but it kind of gave us a sense of purpose, and we kind of got into our head, like, yo, hold up. Dancing is kind of is more fulfilling than being on the streets like that. So it saved a lot of us. So shout out to everybody that has dance events. Just it really blesses the youth. You know what I'm saying?
It did and it does.
I'm thinking about, because we was talking about how VT was formulated, but yeah, I was already like that. Answering your question, I was already like that on the streets. Like it would always be gangs, but I would always be by myself. You know what I mean?
So it was
the
like
dance world was no different. I would have to run up in a room by myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
I just
was
like the
used to
fact that you didn't feel like you had to be with anybody. I think that's such a strong statement.
And it was hard for me too. It was hard for me to pick a team, because I was cool with some people in this team, cool with some people in that team. So I went with that team, then this team would hate me. If I went with that team would hate me.
But I feel like you also have to be with a crew that kind of represent your character,
Yeah.
and none of them
really did
at the time, to be honest.
None of them really
None of them did.
Even though they were cool. I can't. So I was building my own team at that. I met Vibes.
You reunited with Vibes because you actually knew Vibes before or everybody in VT.
Yep, I did. And I met back up with Vibes around when we
got our place.
When we got on place.
That's why I said
I met back up with Vibes.
Yeah, that's why.
It's facts.
That's why Show Off was first.
So which battle festival we at?
Even though you knew Vibes already, you
were more engaged into the life of Show Off, Smooth, and Relic and.
So that happened when you battled Wayne at Battle Fest. Which one was that? When you did the reverse.
That was Battle Fest 5.
See, so you started it at
that
Battle
was right
Fest.
after King of the Streets.
Right.
1.
So Battle Fest 5.
The award show was in between that though.
It can't be because you. Oh no, well yeah, because you still. Yeah, that was still y'all. They didn't battle yet.
Yeah.
They battled at Battle Fest 5.
It was
Vibes
Billy family.
Right.
Yeah, Vibes battled at Battle Fest 5. Did he?
Yeah.
We battled.
I forgot, but he did the Rihanna joint.
Smooth. It was Smooth. It was Relic versus Optimus. Smooth versus somebody. Yep.
Oh, let me tell you, because we over here.
And then it was Vibe. So I came to support the team. VT. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I questioned, yo. We got 3 minutes left. We got about 3 minutes left. I don't want to run over an
and I
hour.
forgot to tag you. I didn't get to tag nobody.
Yeah, but it's going to be on our YouTube, The Storm Family YouTube, y'all. So make sure you subscribe to The Storm Family on YouTube. Hit the bell for notifications. We're doing a lot of good things up there. You know, we get the word in the AM. We have, our personal life stories. We try to make it like a reality show type. You know what I mean? So that's where you get a deeper look on our life in the Storm Family. But we tell them this dance story to help y'all get to know how we became the Storm Family. But yeah, so
I'm about to see right now.
Battle Fest 5.
Who black and who battled?
All right, yeah, check out who battled at Battle Fest 5. So Vibes did battle. I think he battled what's his name? The Glider. Remember the Glider? HD. I think his name was HD. Did he battle him?
Oh, HD.
I think he did.
He probably did.
Yeah, I think he did battle him. It says, do you ever go against someone that you feared? I never feared nobody though. That's hard. Was I nervous to battle them? Who was I ever nervous to battle? Was I ever nervous to battle anybody? I was crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
I was a street guy. So
he definitely.
So it's bad if I'm.
Was you ever? Nah, you never.
I was never.
Nah, like he's weird. I would be the nervous one, and I'm not even battling. I would be the one nervous. Like you really, like yo. I'm like, oh.
Cause I don't know, y'all. I don't want to make it seem like I wasn't. The only person I think that would intimidate me was people who had legendary stories about them, like Ring. You know what I mean? But I battled him anyway. We're gonna get to that story and how that happened.
Yeah, I hope he's up there, so he can say his side.
Yeah.
When we say
I'm gonna ask
that's
Ring,
definitely
when we get off, I'm gonna ask Ring, like, yo, you have to come up here and talk about your side of the story, Ring.
But he did battle Reem, and that was.
Was I the only one in Battle Fest that got to battle Ring though?
No,
Ghost battle Ring.
Ghost battled him.
Ghost battle Ring. Yeah. Yep, Ghost battle Ring.
Yep.
Yo, everybody,
Hey, April.
the crazy part is everybody wanted to battle Reem, and now I get it now. That's why when I understood, I was by his side. But that, yo, in that time, it got you in mad trouble if you picked any sides because everybody was like, it was so many rivals.
It
like,
was bad back
yo,
then. It was
I feel like I was the
crazy.
one who was really bringing the peace there. You know what I mean? Like really bringing the peace there. Like yo, like why everybody gotta fight? You know what I'm saying? Why? Like I'm cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't.
They wasn't feeling
They was
that.
bringing
They're
that-
like, nah, you got to be on this side. Nah,
this
you gotta
side or
be on
that side. So that's where all the fights come from. Like it's like, yo, you can't be on this side or that side. But I think it's because I was still pursuing peace. You know what I mean? I was still pursuing peace, no matter what, no matter how they felt about it. I'm like, yo, I'm still going to be, you know, dealing with every team, you know, because I love all of them. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pick nobody's side.
I know it was difficult for you to do.
Yeah, it was hard, man.
It was difficult.
And then
Dang, all you wanted to do was dance, man. All you wanted to do
why
was
did you just
dance.
give the rapper some cereal? It's fact.
It's crazy, but all he wanted to do was dance. But it was just the politics was so thick back then. It was crazy.
It was down to fighting, y'all. It was
the
crazy.
politics was crazy back then.
Like battling got way better, y'all. It got way cleaner.
Yeah, it's not as crazy as it was back then. But
Yo, if you're a peacemaker, keep on going, man. You're gonna make the difference. Your name gonna be great. It's not for that, but if you making a difference, your name automatically gonna be great. You know what I mean? Look at the greatest people who ever lived, like the prophets of old and stuff like that. They didn't say, "Yo, I'm about to be famous. I'm gonna help everybody." That's not what people do. It's like because I help everybody, everybody's talking about me. Everybody loves me. You know what I'm saying? Because I love everybody. You know.
it's so funny because even though like I'm just looking at our characters, that's you and I, right? And although he's a battler, he's not fearful to battle nobody. Like he's not scared to battle nobody. And then like his persona is so calm, right? But when he's battling, I'm like this fidgety, right? And then I'm the trash talker. I'm like, what? That nigga was garbage. He was garbage. You ain't see that? He did that last time.
Yeah.
Storm is coming up with new stuff. Cause look, everybody had an entourage, and I was his only person that was there. So I feel like I had to go extra hard. It was
VT
crazy.
was there too, though. VT
Nah,
they were
I don't care.
They were young boys.
No, cause I'm about to say, yeah, BT was there, but I don't feel like they gave noise the way they should.
Yeah, because they.
I said it to them in their face then, and I'll say it to them in their face. It never changed.
She always have my back. Y'all gotta have a rider by your side.
Facts, that's so facts. But they were quiet. They was like, oh, and then if everybody else say no. If it was fire and nobody else said you supposed to say
I remember it changed from to BA. You know what I'm saying? It says proud of y'all for keeping it going and sharing it with us.
Oh, to God be the
bless y'all.
glory.
Y'all, thanks so much, man. Y'all be.
It was difficult. It was very difficult. I'm gonna be honest. Like supporting him during his Battlefest days, like I became a monster, y'all. Like it was crazy. I was like the sweetest afterwards, but then during I was a monster because nobody really had his back. And I'm like, damn, when we get to these people, they say a whole different story. I'm like, so if y'all feel like he's great, then why I don't support him during his battles? It was bad.
Shalom, fam. Yeah, but
Hey.
yo, that's our time. It came so quick, y'all. But so we ended up.
Look, she said hype-ups are important. It is important, especially for a battle.
It's facts.
So look,
because it helps the people know what's a good move and what's not.
yeah.
So
you got people that don't even know flex.
If the dance world is whack right now, it's because of the people who are not making noise or the educated
Facts,
ones.
April.
Yeah, it's because of the educated ones who are not making noise when dancers do good moves. It's the picking sides. We gotta think about how it's bigger than us. You know what I mean? What are we doing to the dance world when we don't make noise or when we pick sides when it's a battle? Let your friend be your friend afterwards. Yeah, support, make more noise for this person, but if the other opponent is doing good moves, you gotta make noise because now you're making it seem like this is the only thing that's hot, or this is the only thing that's flex.
No, I used to get tight because I'm a fair person. If somebody move was fly, even if you was battling him, I'm like, nah, that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. But you had them there like this.
Yeah, they like,
right?
no, they're not only doing that. You
yeah,
look at the audience, they're like, yo, be quiet, don't make no noise when he's there.
So annoying.
And they be like they be seeing hot moves, they be like, ooh, that was hard.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that was hard.
Then sometimes they do this, and like they do this because it was hard, but then after they bop into the music, they be like this.
Oh,
like,
thanks so much.
Hating.
What does it say, Jesse? It says, hey, love your videos as a Christian. Oh, the comments?
They can come back.
Oh, yeah. As a Christian dancer, is there certain music you avoid dancing to? What if you are at an event where you can't control the music?
That's a good question.
I determine the tempo of what's going on in my life, right? So our jobs are secular, right? You're 9 to 5. A lot of those things aren't so-called godly, right? You know, a lot of those jobs. So dancing is my job, right? Mm-hmm. So if my boss there is playing this type of music, I'm doing my job under that order. You know what I mean? Like the scripture tells us to obey those who have authority over you. You know what I'm saying? This is not what I do at home. I'm listening to gospel. I'm listening to, you know, praise, you know, but when I'm at my job, I'm doing my job. I'm dancing to it. So I'm dancing to the rhythm in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm visually showing you what the artist is saying or interpreting what I'm feeling at the moment, or it depends on what's my angle toward it. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I have the power. Matter of fact, we talked about that last week, right? I'm the first to bring gospel to the underground dance battle world. Yeah. Like I don't know nobody else who did it. Like bringing gospel, not only bringing gospel, but bringing the message through the gospel.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I definitely when I have the opportunity, I definitely pick my song. You know what I mean?
But he did study and fast to understand the concept of his job, or you know what he's doing.
My purpose in the dance world.
Right, his purpose in the dance world, because you know when you come to God, you know, it's to give everything to him so that he can tell you what it is and what's it for, right? So he did go through that stage, and then also just battling with gospel music. But then God, you know, saw that he honored him in that, and so he elevated him. He told him more, and he was like, you know, you dancing to that, it's not you serving that.
Yeah.
You know, so it was levels to it. It was definitely levels to it. But I would say this, because he chose that, people know who he is, so they won't even play crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But what I can say about Flex,
you respect God in the presence of people. You know, God. People, you'll get people to respect your God. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
So they did respect him in that, but I do want to say Flex have its own music. So I feel like that was a great, because it's mainly beats anyway. So I think it works out.
Yeah,
it works out.
So we don't really dance to like whole songs like that. We have our own DJs and stuff like that caters to our dance style. Right. So. Yeah, so that's a blessing too. So I did hold heavily to tunes after that. We call it tune, Flex Tunes, or FDM now. So shout out to all the originators of FDM. But we went a little over time today, y'all. We spoke about today Battlefest 3, formerly Invisible Threat. You know, Lil Storm being born, and how, you know, a lot of the students from VT was Lady Storm students first. We talked about Battlefest Block Party and how I got into King of the Streets 1.
We even shared King of the Streets.
Just clips?
Yeah, clips.
Oh, and I want to promote and forward. Shout out to Battlefest. I think Reem is doing something tonight. He's going to be live on something tonight, so check out his page, Kareem Baptiste. But also go to battlefestleague.com and subscribe to that, so you can see all the battle events from Battlefest 2. I think it will be at like Battlefest 100 right now. They got tutorials up there, dance tutorials up there. Go check that out, battlefestleague.com. And make sure you follow us on YouTube, The Storm Family. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications, see everything that we're doing as a family. So my dance story is about me walking you through my life as a dancer and how we became the Storm Family. Father and mother of 12, 7 boys, 5 girls, the #1 dance family in the world. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me thus far. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.
I want you to address that one.
It says, sometimes it get hard when my 7-year-old son wants to dance with my team, but I don't want him listening to certain songs, laugh out loud. So I try lightly. All right.
I would say, even though, look, if we have children and we're uncomfortable with them listening to certain songs, I feel like the conviction should also be with your students too, not just your son, because your students is your children too. So if the conviction is with your child, then I feel like you should look at it overall and, monitor the music that you're using with them too. You set the tone. I don't care if they like the song or not, but if you're the only light that they have, I feel like you should, it'll be cool for you to even watch what you even have them listen to as well. Even if it's big people, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's big people, because I know, we're in groups, it's older people, but even monitor that too, because it shouldn't just be, just your child. It should
let them know where's the
your
standard.
Conviction, or where is the standard?
It don't have to be gospel like.
And I'm not saying gospel either, because they got fly songs.
Yeah, walk that straight and narrow path. Don't go into the ditch on the left or
and they got
the
clean
ditch on the right.
They got clean versions too.
Yeah, and it even sounds better if you got a hot DJ to mix out, any type of profanity or any type of bad language.
And
makes it sound
mixes.
extra hot.
Right. But I feel like, because the Bible says out of mouth of babes and sucklings thou have perfected praise. So if your son is saying that, I feel like God is just showing you something too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's going to use our children to help us and teach us. So, I would say just, pray on that and see, what God is saying to you in that area.
It said, thank you. Very helpful. Love y'all.
Oh, love you too,
love
Mama.
you too.
I had to deal with that too. I had to definitely deal with that too. And so I did make sure that I didn't play crazy music to my students when I was teaching as well. So yeah.
It was good events. We've been
it's been an hour, guys, and we're over
a little
12
overtime.
minutes.
We went a little overtime. She's
yeah.
always good to have me go overtime.
He kissed me after. You know what that is, right? That means like, oh boy. But tune in for next week, guys. Next week, Monday.
We're gonna talk about Battlefest Awards show and how it's on the news, and we're gonna talk about Battlefest 5. Which featured a lot of visible threat dancers and
the back wave, how you got known.
Yeah,
I think Battlefest 5 is what put his name
on. We're gonna do 3
there.
each day. Battlefest award show, Battlefest 5, and Battlefest 6. So I want y'all to go to battlefestleague.com, check out the videos and stuff like that. Subscribe to the Storm family on YouTube. Hit the bell for notifications. We love y'all. You guys stay blessed and shalom.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom, shalom.